This is the future.
Okay, before you say anything, please give me a couple of minutes to give you my honest feel about this upcoming game. As I described on this video, the first Descendant is turning to be something if Warframe and Destiny had a baby. It's a mix of both games set in a different world, and if you played both Destiny 2 and Warframe, then you will love this game. Not just because it's a looter shooter, but there are points on how the game works, how it feels to play it, and how the exact gameplay looks and feels the same, that you can say you are not leaving Warframe or Destiny 2, but it feels like you are playing Warframe 2 or Destiny 2. You get what I'm saying, right? I have been following this game religiously for months now, and as I have said on my previous video about this, I will be making content about First Descendant on this channel. The good part is, we can all play together and build a community on this game through this channel and in-game, since it has cross-play capability, and it's a free-to-play game, meaning, we can jump into the First Descendant anytime we want. Okay, now let me discuss the similarities of this game to both Destiny 2 and Warframe. Sadly though, I did not get an opportunity to get an early access of the game, but, like I have said, I have been following this game religiously, and I saw a bunch of channel who got an early access, and you can see the actually early gameplay of the game on their channels. I will leave a link of a few of these channels in the video description below so you have a better understanding on what I'm saying on this video later. First of all, the movement is quite similar to Destiny 2. The third-person view coupled with the movement makes you feel like you are just playing Destiny 2. Each Descendant also has unique abilities, and we can compare them to the classes in Destiny 2, and the Warframes that we loved. It's more like Warframe though, as each Descendant has 4 unique abilities that you can upgrade. The same concept as Warframe, and I got this feeling that they would do the same microtransaction as Warframe, Prime Descendants. Okay, hear me out why I think of this. The upcoming beta will have a total of 10 unlockable characters, each with unique abilities, as well as missions, weapons, grappling hooks, and huge boss fights. And at the start, you can select from 3 starter Descendant. The first one is Lepic, which is a soldier, and a war fanatic who uses guns and his right arm for various functionality in combat. His position in the team is a wide-range damage dealer, and he uses different grenades with various effects to kill multiple enemies at once. The second class is Vesa, which is actually the daughter of Frost, a debuffer that majorly do cold attacks, and she excels in crowd control. And the last starter class is called Ajax, which is the brother of Rhino. His main attribute is defense and to protect the team with various defensive abilities like shield barriers. Probably a mix of Volt Shield and Rhino's tankiness. You will choose from these 3 starters and grind your way to unlock more classes in the game as you progress. Now, here's the part wherein you can say that you will feel home playing the First Descendant when you are a Warframe fanatic. The way that you unlock the other 7 available characters during the beta, is how exactly you unlock Warframes in our game. You would need parts and materials to craft the characters in some sort of foundry, or an NPC in the case of the First Descendant, and all you need to do is find and collect all the necessary materials to craft a class. The good part is, the other classes are very intriguing, and they are somehow powerful than the starter classes. There's the Bunny, which I will definitely unlock first, as I like the concept of a fast and electric nuker. The Jaber, which is some sort of tactician that controls turrets. I just remembered my Gearmaster character from this class way back when I was playing Dragon Nest. There's also the Glee, which is some sort of a support healer type class, and has this intriguing berserk mode. There is also a poison dealer class that resembles Saren and the Alchemist Warframe lovers, and there is also a melee assassin type class, and lastly, a pyromancer class that is more like Ember. Like I have said, each class have unique abilities that you can upgrade to make the skills powerful enough to take down enemies in missions like big bosses. Speaking of missions, there was no mission variation show on the channels that got an early access of the First Descendant. Like expected in a looter shooter, it will have the same defeat trash mobs, kill boss, defend a target location, and all those common looter shooter missions. The main goal is to farm for better loot, to get better loot, and somehow, like it or not, we love getting shiny loot despite of all the grind, and that is why we love both Warframe and Destiny 2. Now, I might be wrong, as take note, it was just an early access that I saw, and there could be more in the final build, and also, the developer said that they'll be releasing constant updates, so we can expect more boss fights and other missions, plus other stuff if it gets successful. Fingers crossed. As for the monetization, I'm guessing that they will follow the same successful model of either Warframe or Destiny 2, but this is just a guess and we have no confirmation of it so far. From what I see on the early stages, I don't see any pay-to-win aspect the developer can exploit in the game. I'm thinking that they will do the same Prime access of some sort, or skins probably for the characters. Now, I might be wrong on this one because I'm not trusting Nex just yet. But, I'm hoping that they have learned now from their past mistakes on their games, which are the insane pay-to-win aspects. Things like boosters from Warframe would be good for the game, but I hope that it will not be much, that the market will be the key to making progression in the faster, like the way that Black Desert is, that cut down the grind if you have real money to spend. Also, I'm hoping that it would not be the same aspect as Destiny 2's crazy monetization though, that you have to pay for each expansion. If you think Warframe has the worst monetization in the looter-shooter genre because of the Prime resurgence, then think again. Destiny 2 players are being scammed big time, in my opinion, since the developer are taking away things that they already paid, and bringing stuff and expansions that they already experienced in the past. This has been the same concept of Destiny 2 monetization right now, and after Beyond Light, I stopped purchasing any expansion. It's just not worth it anymore. If the first Descendant should do a monetization, then they should follow how monetization works in Warframe, and please, no Genshin Impact gotcha bullshit. Another thing that makes the first Descendant somehow similar to Warframe is the guns. The gunplay feels like Warframe, and just by taking a look at how guns works in the game, it really feels home, like you are just playing Warframe. And here's the thing, every weapon can be modded. The mod system in Warframe is called Rune System in the first Descendant, wherein you can equip these runes in your guns to increase their stats. You can boost existing weapons through runes, and these offer additional benefits like electrocution immunity, increased running speed, HP recovery when killing an enemy, and many others. Runes are blanket applied into categories based on your gun type, so as an example, torrent runes only apply to machine guns and tactical rifles. There's a set capacity for what you can equip for each category, and more powerful runes cost more. It's much more effective than using runes on individual weapons, saving considerable time when you'll likely be juggling through plenty of weapons. Also, there are runes that lets you choose your melee attack, and I think this is where I will be very interested with, as this will create awesome builds not just for guns, but for specific classes in general. There are plenty of guns to use in the game, and I bet that there are runes out there that will be super cool for each class, and can somehow boost not just the gun, but the class abilities. I'm so stoked of this aspect, and I hope that it will deliver. And by the way, just like Warframe, we can farm these runes in missions, which is exactly Warframe. Honestly, I got a lot of hopes for the first Descendant, and I wish it would be my second home game world. It's really promising, especially for a guy like me who loves looter shooter and free games. I will give you more news about this game, and in the future, possibly build videos and guides. They say that bosses in the game are hard enough to take down solo. We will see about that. Thank you so much for watching. Squad Leader signing off.